All right, welcome back, and very pleased to welcome in our new guest. Now, I never lie and say I'm pleased if I'm not, but extremely pleased in this case to welcome in Ladanian Tomlinson. Don't need to say Chargers legend, don't need to say future Hall of Famer, everybody knows that. As a matter of fact, I could have just said, welcome LT. LT, how are you?
I'm good, Kevin. How's it going?
Super, super. Hey, first, let's get right to it before I borrow some of your football knowledge. You will be back in town this week. You promised you would remain involved in your charity work in San Diego. Tell us about the things going on this weekend.
Yeah, Kevin, we're actually having the LT 5K this weekend. And it's a real great event, you know, for my foundation, the Tomlinson's Touching Lives. You know, this is really going to benefit our new efforts in San Diego, which is supporting the after-school programs to help upgrade their learning environments and create more resources for them. We also want to help, start a campaign to fight childhood hunger next school year. So these are two great programs that we want to continue to do in the San Diego area. And this LT 5K on Saturday is going to go a long way in helping us, reach those efforts and support the community.
Hey, and I know that Friday night you've got your Touching Lives Foundation still going on. That's Friday night, right?
Yeah. Friday night we're going to have a Legends dinner, which is great. And, really this is a event to, continue to be involved in the community where people actually get to come and have dinner with me. There's going to be a great Q&A session where people can ask questions. I'm going to be up on stage answering questions and talking a little bit about, as you mentioned earlier, my football knowledge, and I'm sure some of the things that's going on in Chargers Park.
And we'll get to that in a minute. So now, but your legend, you said it's a Legends dinner. Now, so is it just a legend dinner?
Well, okay, you can
it's enough. It's enough.
A legend dinner. Yeah.
it's enough. Well, it belongs to you. It's Legends. All right, and the 5K is down at Liberty Station. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and I know it's lt5k.com, I believe.
Yes, that's correct. lt5k.com.
All right, now Chargers knowledge. And by the way, LT, I'd be remiss. Hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. How's that comeback coming?
Oh, come on, Kevin. What comeback?
No. I know. I went out and saw you last year, and I never had any doubt that you are a man who, you would love to have played 1,000 years like most football players, but very satisfied with your ever-growing family, your new house there in Fort Worth, your charity work, and your NFL Network work. You're not coming back to play football.
No, I'm not coming back to play football, although you're right. I would love to play a long time, as long as I could. But it's a young man's game, and, I feel like I put my time in 11 great years, 9 years with the San Diego Chargers and 2 years with the New York Jets. I had a great football career. I had a lot of fun doing it. But now I've transitioned, into my second career, obviously, after football, and I'm focused on doing the things necessary to be successful in my next career.
Right on. Hey, listen, and as it is 3 years away from Canton, undoubtedly, the 5th most rushing yards in history, the 2nd most rushing touchdowns in history. And so I say that to set up the fact that your successor here, Ryan Matthews, and it's unfair every time I do it. You can't compare anyone to LT. But what does Ryan Matthews need to do in season 4 to kind of become that player to justify that number 12 pick?
Well, I think just to be being dependable for his team. And, AC, that's a big part of playing any position in the National Football League. In particular, if you get drafted in the first round, you're drafted to produce, produce right away. And, sometimes, it's hard to do. In fact, a lot of times it's hard to do because football is 100% injury rate. You're going to get injured. And for Ryan Matthews, he has all the talent and definitely has the skill set to be a productive NFL running back. He has to prove now that he can stay healthy. And maybe that means getting another guy to go with, Ryan Matthews. I know they got Danny Woodhead now to help him out in the backfield, and that may help Ryan stay healthy. And so I'm looking forward to see how that dynamic work between those two guys. But I think it'll really help Ryan stay healthy.
Well, you said it, the injuries. And LT, until the end with the ankle there in 08 and all that, you didn't miss a single start your first 7 years, or 8 years, to injury. You were held out one time when you guys already clinched the playoffs. I know you weren't real happy with Marty, who's your favorite coach of all time, but that's just a mindset. Look, injuries happen. You were fortunate as well, but you played through rib injuries, terrible rib injuries. You played through a lot. A lot of it's a mindset. Yeah, a lot of it is a mindset. My motto always with injury were, if there's nothing wrong with my legs, I'm going to be able to play. I mean, I've had separated AC joints, shoulders, as you mentioned, the cracked ribs, and countless other things that happen with my upper body. But to me, it didn't affect my legs. So I knew that I can continue to still play because, as you mentioned, it's a mindset. You know you're going to be hurt out there. But at the same time, boy, you have 53 guys, 45 that dress out, 44 other guys that are dependent on you that particular game to get the job done. And so I think with Ryan Matthews now, he's at the point now where he realizes the pressure that he's under. And so I think he will, kind of flip the page and say, what, I'm going to be able to stay healthy for 16-plus games because that's what my team needs me to do at this particular time. LT, I got like 30 seconds, but one thing is, LT, you were an every down back. Not everybody can be that, but you blocked, you knew the game, and the kid's got to make a jump there too. Yeah, he does, absolutely. And part of that, Kevin, honestly, it's on the coaching staff to make sure that Ryan is putting his time in the classroom. Heck, I had a great coach in Clarence Shellman that spent a lot of time with me in the classroom, and that's where I made my biggest jump in the pass defense department because of that classroom time. And Ryan needs to buckle himself down in the classroom this offseason and learn a lot more about pass blocking and running routes out the backfield, and I think it'll help him in the long run. LT, thank you so much. People, LT5K.com. We'll see you soon.